Thank you, Sean. Hi, now here we are at the Second City. This is their newest venue. And I should point out a few inaccuracies. This isn't my car, and I never actually performed here. Now, I have a kind of long and deep connection with the Second City because I performed at the old Fire Hall and at 56 Blue Jay Way, which is just down the street. I've never actually performed at this theater. But anyway, Second City is very special to me because, first of all, I met my wife, Janet, doing a show at Second City. We were both in the same show together, Tragically Oh Hip. It was her last show and my first show. And we fell in love. And that spawned the whole creation of Drowsy Chaperone and the marriage and the musical and Broadway and all of those things that have happened since. It's just a wonderful place that I feel very strongly about. The Second City is such a fabulous Canadian icon in a way, and it has produced some of the greatest comedians that Canada has ever seen, and frankly that the world has ever seen, because many of them have gone to the States to make money. And many of the performers in the Drowsy Chaperone over the years have been Second City performers. I'd like to show you a couple of significant photos here on the walls of the new Second City venue at the back of Wayne Gretzky's. First of all, this is a photo. This is the cast of American in Harris, and this is my wife, Janet. We were sort of dating, I guess, when this picture was taken. And this is at the old Fire Hall. And this is, right next to that picture is me in a cast photo from Last Tango on Lombard, which was the last show at the old Fire Hall Theater. And I'm looking much skinnier in this picture, I hope, because it looks I look particularly thin. But you know, in these pictures you can see many of the people who were in the various incarnations of the Drowsy Chaperone, including Jack Mosshammer. He played one of the gangsters in an early version of Drowsy. And here's Jennifer Irwin, who was the original Kitty in the Drowsy Chaperone. You'll understand who Kitty is when you go and see it. And who else do we have? Teresa Pavlinek, who was also in the show, and Paul O'Sullivan, who was my best man at my wedding and was supposed to play the best man in the Stag version of the Drowsy Chaperone but couldn't make it. And Steve Morrell, another Second City performer, took his place. So all of these pictures on the walls of Second City are kind of like a little, it's sort of like the Da Vinci Code of the Drowsy Chaperone. If you come and you can explore the history of the show. I'm going to go that way because there's another picture of me just by the washroom. This is Sordido Deluxo, and this was a really good show. And there's Doug Morency, who was also in one of the incarnations of Drowsy Chaperone. And this is one of my favorite pictures because if you'll notice, all the women in the photographs are leaning on me or embracing me in some way in this photograph. And so why wouldn't that make you happy?